Hello everybody, this is Ben and I am excited to be making this video for you. It's Friday morning here and it has been a long time since I have made a video. I apologize for that for those of you that have gotten used to watching those in the past from time to time and seeing updates on everything. But we are knee deep into summer here and we have been getting a ton done over here. I know probably a lot of you don't really see that because so much of it has been internally and you wouldn't see that. But one thing that you have noticed, I'm sure, is the new website. And that's one of the big changes we have going on, and it's also one that we're still working on. So a couple things I wanted to quick point out with that. Two of the arguably the biggest changes and reasons for the new website are still in the works, and that's just because we've gotten caught up with other things. I guess to put it shortly for you, being in school the whole last year, there was a lot of things, a lot of ways that we were doing things that weren't efficient, and I was not near as involved enough to be able to see that. And so now getting into the summer here, I see that we did not have good systems in place for so much of what we were doing. And we've really had to get our hands dirty and really dig into everything and set it up the right way. So that's what we've been working hard to do. We have made it a long way. Um, if I was talking to you personally, man, you could get me going for hours about everything that we've been doing because it's exciting for me, and it's also something that uh, I'm very pleased with the fact that we were able to do. It's a really great accomplishment because there was just, and there still is, so much organization that was needed. We've gone a long way. One quick item there is that with everything that we've been doing, we are much better equipped than we were before to help you personally with what you're looking for. So I know a lot of you are looking for a specific thing, or you want to know about if this or that fits. We still have limitations, of course, but we are much better equipped to help you with this, to help you personally than we were before. So please email us with any questions you have, any set you might be interested in. If you're wondering about how things fit, all of that. We're a lot better organized. We can keep your contact info saved and keep following up with you and make sure that we help you out and don't kind of leave you high and dry, as has happened before, where we've just said, well, you're going to have to find somebody else to help you. We just sell the cabinets. We're getting a lot better. So I wanted to be clear on that. Now, as far as the website, the main reasons we got it were because, number one, I wanted to get to know my customers better on an individual, personal level. And number two, I wanted to open up a marketplace that would allow you to also sell your things through our website. Both of those are still in the works, again, because of everything else we've been working on. The first one, though, has really, like I was just saying, largely been answered outside of the website. We have this new program that we use that keeps everything organized for us. However, we do also have the Ben's community within the website. I know a lot of you have been signing up for that, and there's not much there right now. I apologize. I appreciate your patience. That is coming. I am going to build that out. It's just, unfortunately, it had to be put down on the priorities a little bit because there was so much other things that needed to happen right away. So that is coming. The marketplace is something I'm really excited about, and that is in the works as well. That will allow you to buy and sell your own things to each other, your own recycling materials. So we want to go, really our passion is recycling, in general, recycling nice stuff. Kitchens, that's kind of the cornerstone of the house. It really is unique. That's our main focus. But we have a fair amount of customers that are doing massive remodels or even building a home. If we can help people, if we can help one another and make it so that you can get so many of these materials used, and if we can facilitate that through our website, that would just be amazing. I just have a vision where we're able to help each other out through so much more than just a set of kitchen cabinets. So I'm excited about that, and stay tuned. All right, now to the main part of the video. Sorry about the long intro. Uh, Here's the new website. I'm sure you've seen it by now. A couple things I want to point out with that very briefly. Uh, you will notice that we are getting a lot of our sets for sale while they're still installed in the house. So you scroll down here and you see a lot of them while still in the house. We now have on the ad, it'll say when it's going to come into stock, because that was one problem we were having. A lot of people were wondering about that. When is it coming? We now have that information out there. Uh, and we also, for a lot of these, can set up an appointment to view it while it's still installed. For those, obviously, we would like to sell it while it is still installed, and really that's better for everybody. It's better for the homeowner because then they receive their money right away. A lot of times they're also able to, oh dear, they're also able to receive more money. We give them a higher percentage when it's still installed. For us, it's nice. We don't have to move things around as much. We don't have as much liability, logistical issues, and for the person purchasing, it's also nice because the pieces have been moved around less. Every single time the pieces are moved around, there's high risk for a countertop breaking, a scratch getting on a cabinet, or whatever. The less it has to be moved and hauled around, the better condition you can count on it being in. Less damage happening with all of that moving around. So it really is better for everybody, and we found that with a lot of our companies, we can get in contact with them even months before a kitchen is coming out. So that gives us a really good opportunity to sell it that way. It also allows us to have way more sets up for sale at once. You're probably used to us having about 8 to 10 kitchens up for sale. Well, now we have 20. So a lot to choose from at any given time. And again, that just makes it so much easier for you to find the kitchen of your dreams at any time that you're looking. Okay. Another thing of note is that when you go into an ad, you will see that we have added an SKU. Here it is, right above the price. SKU is really important for identifying a set. We use it across the board. In all of our systems, that set will be identified as A6. And that's the way we'd like you to refer to it too when you're interested in a set. Say, hey Ben, interested in A6, can you let me know, yada, yada, yada. A lot of times we have titles that are pretty similar and there can be confusion there. Prices can be pretty similar. SKUs are always going to be different. So that's a great way to identify a set and keep it separate from other ones. Wanted to tell you that we're doing a free delivery this weekend. We have a ton of sets for sale. Our shop is jammed full. I haven't done a free delivery weekend in a while, and hey, we got the same problem as we often have. We need to move some sets. So I want to offer you that. Take advantage, please. We have so many sets coming in. Really, we are doing amazing on that front. But obviously, to keep the process going, we also have to have sets go out. Otherwise, everything comes to a screeching halt. So we need to move some of these sets out of here to make way for all the new ones that are coming in to continue giving you these options. So please help us with that. We have some really good sets. The video's already been pretty long, so I'm not going to go into each ad and talk about them. One other thing, I will start with this one because there was one other thing I wanted to show you too. Something that I'm sure most of you recognize now, but not all of you, because I have had some questions, are that there are 2 tabs within each ad. So there's a description tab, and that has the info that you're used to seeing. By the way, we still need to change this down here. I apologize for that. We'll get that done today. This is the old hours. We're now open 9 to 4 Monday through Friday. Saturday you can make appointments. So that's the school year hours. I didn't realize that it was still like this. We changed it on our regular hours, but I didn't realize we still had it on each ad like this. So I apologize for that. We'll get that changed. But what I was saying is you have the description here with all the sizes and information. Then this other tab is the image gallery, and that's where you're able to see a lot of photos, and you can simply click on them and scroll through them. I think it works similarly on mobile. And you have all sorts of pictures of the set. All right, so that's how that works. Just wanted to make sure everybody understood. We don't just have the one picture of a kitchen. All right, I'm going to go back to the store view to start going through these. This set that I was just looking at is an amazing set. I think it's a ton of pieces. It might be like over 50 pieces or something. Really high-end, beautiful cabinets. One other thing I'd mention is with almost all of these sets, I do know a couple local cabinet makers that should pretty easily be able to replicate a couple pieces for you if need be. So that is a huge resource. Keep that in mind. Even if you can't get them through the manufacturer themselves, we can probably get a piece replicated for you. So that just opens up the possibilities a lot for you. This is an amazing set coming out of a super high-end home. We're really getting a lot of these very high-end kitchens now. Moving on to this one. When I talk to the guys about this kitchen, I call it the HGTV kitchen, because when you look at those shows on HGTV, for any of you that watch those sometimes, this is exactly the kind of thing that you're seeing going in there right now. A lot of the shaker style, two-tone is pretty popular. The quartz tops are extremely popular. Large islands are extremely popular. And the bronze or whatever color that is, it's not the really shiny. It's a little bit duller. That hardware is back in for sure. And the appliances, the stainless, and you got the professional looking gas range there with the range hood, dovetail drawers, soft close, pullouts. Really, I mean, this is exactly the kind of stuff that they're putting in. We were able to get the countertops out intact, which I am pumped about. We have been doing a lot better lately, by the way, about getting those countertops out pretty well. Obviously, there's sometimes that it just doesn't work, but we've been improving in that area. So I know you're going to be glad to hear that for those of you that are looking for sets and hoping for some countertops as well. This one came out intact. Beautiful set. Little glimpse into the back end here from our point of view. We were trying to sell it for this much. Reason for the huge drop in price all of a sudden was that we were selling it on consignment, but the homeowners had a cash out option, which they ended up choosing, in which case I have thousands of dollars invested in this set now that I've already paid, which means I want to sell it pretty quickly. I want our money back so that we can reinvest that into the business. That's why I dropped the price so low, because I just want to move it. So there's a little understanding as to how this works on the back end. Some other ones, very quickly about this one. Unbelievable house. This is an $8 million house up in Evergreen. And this is built by the grandson of Mr. Evans, like mountaintop Mr. Evans. Crazy. And it was never a primary residence, always a second home. They lived there weeks out of the year. This kitchen was hardly even touched. And it is insanely custom. Look at all the, if I click over into here, I do want you to see it a little bit if you haven't looked at it yet. I don't have time to go through the photos, but you see some of the detailing and the molding there, the rope accents here. Unbelievable set. This cabinet right here is awesome. It's a two-sided drawer base, which means that the drawers slide out either way. Pretty crazy. Huge set, tons of these pantry cabinets. Obviously, you can't see all the cabinets that are available in this photo. Huge set. It is truly one of a kind. It honestly hurts me to sell it for that little, but it's unique, and the pieces are so huge. It just, the number of buyers that could make it work is lower, so that's why I have to do that. But it is, I mean, the value there is just through the roof. Hey, Hannah, how you doing? A couple others I wanted to talk to you about are we have the shaker maple here. Some of these, this one's coming in almost a month. This one just came in yesterday. In fact, it's still in the box truck. That one I like because I'm a really big fan of the cabinets, and they're very high end. Also, it has two corners, so there's a fair amount of you that are looking for kitchens with corners. We don't often have the really big sets, really high-end sets with a couple corners. This one has that. It also has some amazing pantry cabinets with pull-outs and things, a custom island. These are some beautiful cabinets. This one, very modern, has the big island, appliances included, countertops. We have some very nice packages for you. The Knotty Alder, I was excited about that one because so many people are into the Knotty Alder. It's one of my personal favorites as well. These are some beautiful cabinets. You have appliances. Hopefully we can get the countertops off for you. And the seated glass uppers and white island, just a really beautiful set. This is one I'm honestly pretty surprised we haven't sold yet. It's one that is in the shop. Obviously you can see from the photo it is a huge cherry set. And also it's in amazing condition. Dovetailed drawers, Really nice set. You got a couple appliances, and for 4,500, I'm really surprised that one's around because it gives you so many options, and it's in good condition. It's very well put together set, and as you guys already know, cherry is one of my favorites. Here's a another big cherry set. You can't see everything, but you can see from the title here that includes some appliances, laundry cabinets, and vanities. Big set right here. This one is in the shop. These are all in the shop, actually. These two are now. This one is enormous. I know that because it's taking up like an entire wall in the shop. Obviously, you can't really see that from this photo, but there is a ton of cabinets with this one. You got the wine rack, some glass uppers, really nice set, and also very budget friendly for the amount that you're getting. This is one where we have half of the cabinets, or 2/3 of the cabinets. The other are coming in a little less than a month. I think at the 8th or something. Or actually, it's middle of the month, July. And unfortunately, we don't have a good photo here, but this is a set that I anticipate either selling before the rest come out or very quickly thereafter. It's shaker style. Again, these are in really good condition. Not a lot of signs of wear. Dovetailed drawers. It has a big pantry cabinet, which obviously you can't see in this photo, with all pullouts. Really nice set. I have some interest in both of these sets that aren't in the shop yet, coming out relatively soon. Similar sets. Here's a good example. They're both called mahogany maple. So looking at the SKU and letting us know what that is really important. They also happen to have the same price. But good size sets with some add-ons that really make them a great fit for a lot of people. Wanted to mention this one briefly. It says blue gray. Really doesn't need to say that. Well, in my mind, it's more just gray. The thing I wanted to mention, it has a glaze on it. Wanted to talk about it being called laundry room. Please don't let that scare you off. It was their laundry room. It's the rest of the world's kitchen. So this was an unbelievably huge house, and they had cabinets all over the place. This was in their laundry room, but obviously their laundry room was the size of a lot of our kitchens. So these are like kitchen cabinets. They're brand new. They've only been installed. I think only the bases were installed too in the pantry. Installed and then taken right back out because they realized they wanted to go with something different. So they're brand new condition. Only the pantry does need some fixing up because they happened to get tipped over by one of the guys, the contractors working there at the time. But an amazing set right there would be real good for a really custom kitchen. Set of appliances that we have here. I'm honestly surprised this one hasn't sold yet. They're only a few years old, and it's kind of appliances that a lot of people are looking for. The wall oven microwave combo, stainless gas cooktop, the French door fridge, and so on. This would be great to pair with any set. I want to talk about this one very quickly. I see this as a perfect one for those who want to paint something white or whatever. The reason I say that is because it does look a little dated. I think just changing the hardware would go a long way with that one. But also the color may be something you're not into. But these are very nice cabinets that are cheap. And so I would recommend, if you're into painting, this is a great one to look at. It's got inset design, which is really high-end look. And you could put if you were painting, you could fill in the holes and put on some pulls instead of just the knobs, and get any look you want there. And the insides are generally in very good condition. The pantry has a bunch of pullouts. They're dovetailed drawers. It's a really nice set. So great option for somebody painting, wanting a nice set on a budget. You could really make this into a beautiful custom kitchen with a little work and not break the bank. Some smaller sets that we have. I think we're going to sell these appliances separately because honestly, if I drop this price too much, it's just going to be ridiculous to be giving these appliances away with this fridge right here, because that's an awesome fridge. So also, they had a corner sink with this guy. Don't get too scared off by that though. This cabinet could easily be made into the sink base. So it is really a nice little kitchen. This one is still in the showroom, and it can be viewed at the showroom. It's really budget friendly, two-tone kitchen setup. huge vent hood that was only used in a showroom. Yes, they do sell that for $6,000. It's a crazy piece. Big oak set we have here. Another shaker that would be a great painting option. Get a nice shaker cabinet, shaker set on a budget. You have the oven with it as well, and there's some pantry cabinets with this guy. Nice little set here, and so on. The Thomasville here is in very good condition. I can't believe we haven't sold this one, by the way. I mean, it's very cheap. These are nice cabinets. They look builder grade, but they're not. In this photo, it just looks like it would be builder grade. They're not. They're dovetailed drawers, solid plywood drawers, very good construction. You pop some hardware on that, and that set really comes to life. So keep that one in mind. The bird's eye maple is beautiful. Great option for somebody that doesn't need uppers, needs some vanities maybe, office area cabinets or what have you. Beautiful vanity right here, and really nice set here that's is dated, but we're selling it for $950, and these cabinets have good bones. They have some rollout trays. Rollout trays even have the wood on the front, which shows you they spent some money. Pantry cabinet has a turn wheel thing. I can't remember what you call that, but really shows off. Really maximizes the storage there. What I was saying, Thomasville are in great condition, and you could pretty easily order some new cabinets for that one. I'm pretty confident. So yeah, without going longer here, we have a ton of great sets. We're going to be doing free delivery this weekend. Let us know anything you're interested in, any questions you have, and as always, we appreciate your business.